Stephen Lang is one of the most iconic prophets in religious history during one of his most turbulent periods in House of David. Lang, best known for his work in the Don't Breathe and Avatar franchises, has explored the historical genre in the past, ranging from the well-received Civil War epic Gettysburg and its prequel Gods and Generals to the political thriller The Gandhi Murder. With the Prime Video show, however, it marks his first major venture into faith-based storytelling, partnering with the creative team of John Irwin and John Gunn, whose previous successes include American Underdog and Ordinary Angels. House of David is set in BC Israel and chronicles multiple storylines that will eventually intersect thanks to David, the young biblical figure who, in the wake of killing the Philistine giant Goliath, would eventually become one of the most notable kings in Israel's history. Lang stars in the show as Samuel, the well-renowned prophet who, under the direction of God, takes away power from the prideful King Saul and journeys to discover the next rightful ruler of the land. In anticipation of the show's premiere, Screen Rant interviewed Stephen Lang to discuss House of David. The Tony Award nominee opened up about working with Irwin and Gunn for the project, why it feels like more of a universal story than other faith-based titles have in the past, the research he did to immerse himself in the world of Samuel, and a brief tease of what to expect from Quaritch's mindset going into Avatar, Fire and Ash, with House of David being his first real foray into the world of faith-based dramas, as well as his first major TV role since his recurring role of David Cord on The Good Fight. There were certainly various avenues to explain why Lang was interested in joining the Prime Video show. For the star, he immediately pointed to his initial meeting with Gunn and Irwin, admiring they were straight shooters and impressive thinkers, and the more he discussed the show with them, the more he found himself confident enough to come aboard. The show also continues the recent surge in faith-based storytelling on both the big and small screens, with everything from more grounded dramas like Ordinary Angels to even the post-apocalyptic thriller Homestead presenting different kinds of stories while still having certain morals and messages at their core. For Lang, however, he finds that the show holds a very universal theme in regard to David's journey, recalling how he himself was feeling very dislocated in his younger days, much like David, while also teasing the wider scope of its story to entertain all audiences. Lang didn't pull from any prior depictions of Samuel for his performance. He did, however, do extensive research to determine who his character was in real life. Stephen Lang as Samuel looking intensely while leaning on his walking stick in House of David. Though certainly not the first to do so, Lang joins a small list of actors to have played Samuel on screen, with previous iterations including Leonard Nimoy in 1997's David, Amon Walker in the 2009 series Kings and Mohammed Bokri in the short-lived 2016 series of Kings and Prophets. But while there may have been a diverse range of options for potential inspiration, Lang looked to none of them when it came to his performance as Samuel, feeling that every actor brings their own approach that influences their work. Without looking to past adaptations, Lang instead turned to studying various real materials for his research, including the books of Samuel, which chronicled his life beginning with his birth to eventually anointing David as the new king of Israel, as well as listening to various commentaries analyzing the books, which he admitted were extremely dry. Even still, he made sure to keep his focus on the Old Testament in order to find who the human being of Samuel was. Looking beyond the show, Lang also has the release of Avatar, Fire and Ash coming this December, with the remaining 2 installments in the franchise set for 2029 and 2031 debuts. While Lang is careful not to share too much and get himself in trouble, he did tease that Quaritch's journey will not be a straightforward one going into the next 3 movies, while also hinting that even as he evolves, there's a fundamental Quaritchness that will remain. House of David tells the story of the ascent of the biblical figure, David, who eventually becomes the most renowned and celebrated king of Israel. The series follows the once mighty King Saul as he falls victim to his own pride. At the direction of God, the prophet Samuel anoints an unlikely, outcast teenager as the new king. As Saul loses his power over his kingdom, David finds himself on a journey to discover and fulfill his destiny, navigating love, loss, and violence in the court of the very man he's destined to replace. As one leader falls, another must rise.